So in this spot I want to make an infiltration pit. So that's going to be underground, and I'm going to make that from plastic pallets. So we're going to make plastic pallets in the ground and make a box, wrap it with foil, and that way we got a box where water can infiltrate in the garden. So all the rainwater will drain down inside the garden again and not go into the sewer. As in the sewer it also has to be cleaned, while in the garden can use the water again. So it keeps the ground level also a little bit up. So let's start digging here and make a pit where we can put these pallets in so that we get an infiltration pit. Alright, let's put the trailer to the test. As we haven't done anything with it yet, we only modified it. So let's see how that's gonna perform. And hope it stays in one piece. So we're digging deep there, so I get yellow sand from there and we're dumping it up here so that I can raise the wall terrace, as I still need a few cubic meters of sand here, so it makes sense to get them out of that hole. That's a bonus. So this is what an infiltration box looks like, and this is good for about 5 cubic meters. We're gonna add one more layer of pallets and then we're done. Then we can pack it in and close the hole up. And we're still quite deep underground, so that's nice. So we don't touch it that soon if we need to dig or something in the future. So this fabric is a special fabric which is made to let water pass through easily, but also to not get plugged by the sand. So it should stay open for a long time, and that way the water can sink in really good over time. So this should last for more than 50 years, at least that's the plan. Now we are also going to dump in some coarse gravel, and this coarse gravel is going to make sure that around the box the water can also drain into the ground. Because the more surface that we have which doesn't compact, the better it is to get rid of the water. So that's why I got one big bag of this stuff, and we're putting that at the bottom, so that at the bottom we get a lot of spread to where the water can go. This really adds to the capacity of how much water this buffer can sink. Alright, so I enclosed the box and I'm adding a sand splitter here, which is gonna split the sand from all the rainwater. That way we should not get any sand in the box. So now let's get it connected so that this pipe can go into the garden to connect the rest. So that's mounted. Now we can make this side where all the small pipes will go in and one main pipe through the garden. Alright, let's connect that one to that one. So let's get this pipe connected, and this was a bit of struggling because I just didn't have enough length, so I did have to glue on an extra piece in the end. I first thought I could make it with a 45-degree turn, but that also didn't work, so I ended up with a 90-degree turn and then two 45s to make this whole corner work. So I glued it all into place. After I glued it into place, I could close up the whole ditch, and that was basically my whole rainwater collecting system. So it's all done and operational at this moment, and I haven't had a flood yet.